following gameplay commentary is rated X for Extreme. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, soldiers of Extreme, hello and welcome. My name is Samson. I am the Extreme Gaming Guru, back again, bringing you guys another gameplay sliders video, this time for WWE 2K18. Now this is going to be my more realistic, a little bit more challenging, but definitely a lot more epic sliders. These are going to be the sliders you want to use if you do want a little bit, like a little bit of a challenge. You don't want to be overwhelmed, but you're gonna have epic matches. It's pretty much guaranteed with these sliders. So first things first, we're gonna go into the options here. Now the first couple menus here, gameplay and match, I'm just gonna kind of go through it really quick. You guys have seen it a million times, so if you have trouble, just slow the video down here. But obviously we're gonna turn that up to legend. We're gonna go down here. Injuries, love them, love them. Turn off the rope breaks. This stuff we're going to leave on. Blood we're going to turn on. Bam. First menu is done. Next we're going to go into match. Now this one is just pretty much cosmetic. Just makes it so it's a little bit more difficult. You don't see the reversal indicators and stuff. So we're going to go and pretty much turn like all the prompts and all that stuff off. We're going to keep the camera cuts, camera shakes on. We're going to turn on ringside camera cuts. I don't know why they have that off on default. I love that new feature. Replays, keeping that on. Post-match replays on. Run-in breakout HUD, we're going to turn that off. Let's see, images, turn that off. Controller vibration, I'm going to turn that off just because I don't really need it. I think vibration is kind of overplayed. But here we go. Oh, that's the wrong menu. Way to go, bud. Alright, here we go. So this is the meat and potatoes. So we're going to try and make WWE 2K18 a little bit more realistic, a little bit more challenging, and a lot more epic. So we're going to do that by, first of all, cranking all of the AI reversal rates. Now this is going to be how often the AI attempts to go for a reversal. Alright, it doesn't mean they're necessarily going to land that reversal. It just means they're going to attempt to reverse pretty much everything that you throw at them. So there you go. We're going to crank all those. Now entrance run-ins, post-match run-ins, mid-match run-ins, this is going to be up to you. Personally, I don't like them that much. Like, I find it kind of distracting, so I turn it down as far as I can. Now referee downtime, we're going to crank that up. Special move strength, we're going to crank that up because we want those specials to definitely count. Foreign object strength, I crank it up and then turn it down one notch, so it's just one below the special move. Chain wrestling duration, I like to keep that cranked because I like me some chain wrestling. Now moving over to balance 2. Now a lot of people think this is player only, but through my experience, through just like various testing and whatnot over the years, I've discovered that this kind of relates to the AI as well as you. Like, you don't see anywhere here where it says player. It doesn't say player standing strike reversal or anything like that. This is all around. So what we're going to do to make it more epic is we're actually going to crank all of these. Strike, grapple, strike reversals, all of these. The one, I did take a little comment from last year's video. A lot of people said, they'd like to turn down the ground grapple reversals because, a lot of reversals get wasted, let's face it, on the ground. So if you want, you can actually turn these down a little bit. If you're looking for a more challenging experience, I'd say crank them up. But, choice is yours. I'm going to keep it down for this video. Finish a reversal. Once again, we're going to crank that up. Foreign object, crank that up. Now, basically what that is, at least from my knowledge, what I've experienced, is basically in balancing 1, that's how often they go for the reversals. Now, balancing 2, this is how often they're actually going to succeed at those reversals. So, since we have them both cranked, they're going to reverse a lot, except for the ground reversals, because we got that turned down. But that's also going to translate to you as well. It's going to make it so you can reverse a lot easier. And people are going to go, whoa, 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 doesn't that make it easier? Well, yes, it does make it a little bit easier. But if you're playing the game properly, you're going to take beatdowns, and this is going to give you the opportunity to go for those, big reversals, the reversals that use 2 reversal slots, the major reversals. And it just makes the match more epic. You're going to get more stars at the end of the match. And, hey, just trust me. Try them out. Trust me. Now, stamina cost. You can actually leave stamina cost, stamina recovery rate, stun recovery rate, the way it is. Stamina cost, I actually like to turn it down just a couple notches. Stamina recovery rate, I usually keep it where it is. That way I can pull off more moves before I get tired. That's just a personal preference. Now stun recovery rate, I like to crank that. Oh, sorry, other way. We want it down. That way when you get a wrestler stunned, you're going to have plenty of time. You can do a taunt before you boot them and all that stuff. Reversal recovery rate, how often, how quickly they're going to get the reversals back after they use them. I usually keep it, where it is. Maybe turn it down a couple of notches. Now, squash match rate. This is a new one for WWE 2K18. And basically what this is if you go into a match and you have like overwhelming odds on your opponent, or your opponent has overwhelming odds on you, and what I mean by that is like if they have superior stats and it's just like tremendous, you're a 78 overall going against like a 90 overall or something. Obviously there's an advantage to the overall 90 there. So the squash match rate, this is going to influence how often you can kind of come into a match and dominate right at the beginning and get a finisher really quickly. I think you actually get a bonus as long as you don't get like knocked down or reversed or something like that. I'm not sure. But you get a bonus, you can get a quick finisher, and you can end matches really, really quickly. Now, if you want to keep it realistic, because squash matches do happen in the WWE, I'd say, just keep it where it is. But I like those long, drawn-out matches, so I actually crank it all the way down. Maybe, 1-2 notches. Yeah, we'll say 2 notches will be the best. That way you do have the opportunity to just get in there and squash your opponent every once in a while, but for the most part, you're going to have some really challenging matches, really epic matches, and if you're playing it right, it should be highly realistic. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the settings there. Another thing you want to do is before you go into the match, you always want to play on slow momentum. I cannot stress that enough. If you want to play it realistically or just have epic matches generally, it has to be on that slow momentum. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button with a too sweet. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought about these gameplay sliders. What are your opinions? What are your favorite kind of sliders? Let me know. I am going to make more slider videos in the future. How to make it more arcade hard, how to make it more realistic hard, how to make it as hard as possible. And I also got a couple other ideas as far as sliders that I kind of mess around with when I'm just kind of having fun with the game. So look forward to those videos in the future. In the meantime, if you haven't already, be sure to click that like button. And if you haven't, I'm getting all tongue-tied and backtracked here. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, join the hashtag #TheExtreme, and become a member of the XWO Army. I'm rambling on, guys. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed it. Until then, later, guys.